What if I told you one of the most valuable companies in the world started in a garage with no money, no business plan, and a man who got fired from his own company? This is not just the story of Apple Inc. This is the story of vision, failure, and one of the greatest comebacks in history. Because the man who built Apple lost everything, and then came back to change the world forever. Do you struggle to speak English confidently? In this video, you will learn simple phrases you can use every day. Welcome to Fluent Mind English. Apple did not start as a giant. It started in a garage. Small, quiet, almost invisible. And behind it was a man who didn't fit in. His name was Steve Jobs. He was not an engineer, not the best programmer, not the smartest in code. But he had something different. Vision. A way to see the future before it existed. And next to him was a genius. A real one. Steve Wozniak. He could build anything. Circuits, computers, magic with wires. Two completely different minds, one mission. To build a computer for everyday people. Not for companies, not for governments, for normal humans. At that time, that idea was crazy. Computers were complex, hard, cold, but they believed they could make them simple, friendly, beautiful. So they started in a garage. No big money, no investors, just parts, ideas, and belief. They built their first computer, the Apple I. Simple, basic, but different. It worked, and people noticed. Then came the Apple II, and everything changed. Color display. Keyboard. Ready to use. It wasn't just a machine. It was an experience. And suddenly, Apple started growing. Fast. Very fast. Money came in. Attention came in. And Steve Jobs became the face of something big. But success changes people. And pressure creates conflict. Inside Apple, things started breaking. Arguments, power struggles, different visions. And then, the unthinkable happened. Steve Jobs was forced out. From his own company, the company he built. Gone, just like that. It was a fall, a painful one. From the top to nothing. But here's the truth. That wasn't the end. It was the beginning of something bigger. Steve didn't quit. He started again. New company, new ideas, new risks. He built next. And at the same time, he bought a small animation studio. That studio became Pixar. And Pixar changed animation forever. Movie after movie, success after success. Meanwhile, Apple was struggling, losing direction, losing identity, losing everything. Until one day, they made a decision. Bring him back. Steve Jobs returned. Not as the same man, but stronger, sharper, more focused. And this time, he changed everything. He simplified Apple, cut products, focused vision, clarity. Then, he created something new. The iMac. Colorful, different, beautiful. People loved it. Apple was alive again. But Steve was not done. He was just getting started. Then came the iPod. 1,000 songs in your pocket. Simple, clean, revolutionary. Then the iPhone. And the world changed forever. A phone, a computer, an internet device, all in one. Touch screen, no keyboard, just your fingers. At first, people doubted it. Too expensive, too different. But then it exploded. Everyone wanted one. And suddenly, Apple was leading the world again. From a garage to global dominance. From failure to the top. And Steve Jobs became a legend. Not because he followed the rules, but because he broke them. Again and again and again. But behind the success was something deeper. An obsession with perfection. Details, design, experience. He didn't just build products. He built feelings, moments, connection. And that is what made Apple different. Even after his passing, his vision stayed. His ideas continued. And today, Apple is one of the most powerful companies in the world. But the real story is not about money, or products, or fame. It's about belief. Losing everything and still coming back. Starting small and thinking big. And building something that changes the world. From a garage to history. Practice every day, and your English will improve. Subscribe for more simple English lessons.